Welcome back, chats. We're back with another live. Guys, hey,
Not
clap
as
it up,
usual.
clap it up. Hey, it's always good. It's that time, 6 p.m. CST every day. We're 9 minutes, I guess, past our time. But hey, we're here still every single day.
At least we arrived,
At
right?
least we're here. You know the usual vibe. We talk about transfers and then we dive into the Club World Cup.
Yeah,
Transfer conversation. Let's get into it.
yeah,
Luis Diaz, there are talks over a new contract with Liverpool.
yeah.
What is like causing that stall with this new contract? Is there interest from other clubs for Luis Diaz, or is this a case where maybe a new contract to be agreed for Luis Diaz? I guess.
I think it's a case of like, how do I say? Clubs are really interested in Luis Diaz in terms of like they want the player. Like a report came out today about Bayern Munich wanting the
Mhm.
player, right? And
Yeah.
Liverpool are like back off. And last
Mhm.
week we've had like Barca put interest in the player,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of clubs are showing interest in Diaz. So, and I said, and I think we spoke about Diaz, like, was it last week or this week? And I said, Liverpool has to give him a contract. Compulsorily, Liverpool has to give him a contract. They can't escape it.
Who do you
They
think is
have
interested in? Who do you think is interested in Diaz, Luis Diaz from Saudi side? I've mentioned this club before.
Al Ali,
Al Nassr.
Al
Al Nassr is interested in
Al
Luis
Nassr.
Diaz. And guess who is
Wow,
pushing for Luis Diaz to come to Al Nassr?
it's be Ronaldo.
Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane is pushing for Luis Diaz to come to Al Nassr. And
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah, Diaz perceived willingness to leave Liverpool amid growing speculations of interest from Barcelona. Bayern is said to be a result of his modest weekly salary around £50,000. So this is
Oh,
also
that's
just
too low.
a salary issue, just like the whole Sadio
Yeah,
Mane thing. You're paying
yeah,
Salah this amount of money, you're paying these other guys on the team this amount of money. You just signed
yeah. Wow.
Florian Wirtz for a
Yeah,
certain
yeah,
amount of money. I'm sure Florian will be paid well.
yeah.
Diaz obviously will feel gutted that he's not being paid just as his peers or those that
Exactly.
he deems are on the same skill level as him. £50,000 is outrageous to be paying Luis Diaz fifty
That's too
thousand
low.
pounds.
That's too low for Diaz.
I feel like
It's too
FSG
low.
needs to look into
It's
this
too
salary
low.
structure
It's too low.
and
And it's
just
the same thing. And it's
renegotiate.
the same thing with Konate. I wonder how much Konate is on, right? Konate's
Liverpool,
salary.
Liverpool claim that Diaz is actually entitled to £140,000 per week, but
That's too small.
how much should
That's
Diaz
too
be
small.
getting? How much should Luis Diaz be getting in salary?
At least 200. You know how much Konate is earning?
How much is Konate earning?
70,000.
Konate
That's
should not be earning.
criminal.
Konate should not be earning 70K.
That's criminal for
And
someone as
this
good
is
as
why
him.
all these teams,
No, that's
all these
that's
players
not
want to
good.
leave
That's not good
Liverpool.
at all.
This is why players
That's
want to
not
leave
that's not
Liverpool.
good at
This might
all.
be the
That's
reason why there was a delay in the contract negotiations between Van Dijk and Salah. Because
that's not
FSG,
good at all. That's
they
not good.
don't want to pay a decent wage to their players. You have all these
Uh,
guys that are budding world-class players, superstars. They expect to be
Yeah, and
paid a
they're
lot
earning
more.
good money. Yeah, 50,000 per week.
They
He
look across
earns.
at Manchester United, the scraps that they
Yeah,
have there. They are paying the scraps at United even more than they're paying the ballers
Pe-
at
Pedro Neto
Liverpool.
earns about 150.
If Neto
That's
is
how
earning
much he earns,
150, then
right?
Luis Diaz needs to be earning higher than Neto. Luis Diaz has done how many seasons has he been at this club? He's been at the club for like what
Almost
three,
three or
four,
four seasons
almost
now.
3, 4 seasons now. And you're paying him how much? He's entitled to £50,000. Come on, that's too
That's not
small.
good. Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on and talk about Inter Milan. There was this news that came out about Inter Milan and how
Yeah.
Lautaro Martinez was pissed that the guys at Milan were not giving
Yeah.
their all when it came to the game. They lost against
The
Fluminense
club World Cup.
in the Club World
Yeah.
Cup. They lost against Fluminense. Lautaro Martinez
Yeah.
came out and he had something to say to the other players,
Ab-
some sort
Wo-
of disdain that you guys are not playing for the club. If
SSB
you're not
welcome.
if you're not
Yeah.
playing for the badge, then you might as well
Yeah.
leave the club. So this was something that came up. So amid the, I mean, or amidst all this talk from Lautaro Martinez. Yeah, you know about it. Inter
They're
Milan fight
fighting
inside
in
how,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So after a very public spat with Lautaro Martinez, this Chanalogu that and Martinez
Yeah, yeah,
had
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
a head-to-head fight. There are claims that Chanalogu is actually planning to leave the club. He has decided that he's going to leave
Oh
this summer,
my
and
god.
he's going to go. There's interest. These are just claims and speculations, but there's interest
How
from
how good is
United.
he?
There's interest from United. Before we get there, there's interest from United, and there's also interest from Fulham. So he's going for
For
about,
Chonalogu.
yeah, for Channel Logan, and his transfer fee is going for about 40 million euros.
How good is he? That's the big question. How
I
good
think I
is he?
think Chanalogu is good.
He's
SSB, what do you
average.
think? Chanalogu
He's average.
Chanalogu in the
He's
midfield.
To me he's average. I feel he's average.
You don't think he's good enough? Chanalogu in the midfield.
He's okay. He's okay, but he's not pulling trees.
I feel like he might do something. I feel like he might cook. Chanalogu in the midfield is not a bad idea. But you should go
Oh,
to a team that is like not United.
he's
United,
okay.
United don't need all these old heads. Chanalogu is what? Is in his 30s, right?
Oh, let me see. Okay, if you say they are decent, let me see.
I think Chanalogu is decent. I think he's decent. 40. What do you think about the price? 40 million euros. It's not too bad, it's not too expensive. Exactly.
Oh,
They lost, yeah, exactly. You lost the final 5-0. You come into the Club World Cup, you lose to Fluminense. It's like Lautaro Martinez just, he's getting riled up, he's getting pissed. We should be doing more. Left to me, I feel like Lautaro should leave Inter Milan and go to a different club. Well, what
yeah,
do you
it's
think?
better than Inter Milan.
I think he
Actually,
deserves to go to a better club.
for 34 million pounds. That's not a bad deal.
It's not 34, I said 40 million euros.
That's 34 million pounds.
Oh, 34 million pounds. Oh, my bad, my bad. I thought you
Yeah,
said euros.
yeah, yeah,
I thought you said euros.
yeah. So that's not bad to me. That's not bad.
I think there are
He said
teams
the
that should,
issue.
there are teams that should,
He said the issue is that they lost 5-0.
yeah, it's what
That's
I
why
just
they are
said. Like,
fighting.
they
So they are
lost five
still are
zero.
they still angry at themselves?
I think it's just more Lataro is like, y'all are not playing for the badge. You guys are not putting in effort. So it's
Let me check their salaries.
what does that matter in their salaries?
His salary determine now. If you are paying someone 200K, he will run. He will run cross
But
country for
Luis
you.
Diaz is being paid less than 200K and he keeps running and playing and putting his heart on the line for
That's why.
Liverpool.
That's why he should leave the club
Yeah.
because they are not valuing him well. Chelsea, if you play well, the next year new contracts. Chanaloglu is actually earning big money. It's okay.
Mm,
180,000 pounds per week.
mhm.
That's decent salary. That's a decent salary.
Okay.
Yeah. What is okay? That's a decent salary.
I think I
So
think I
yeah,
think he's I think he's okay. Um,
yeah,
let's talk about Arsenal and their strikers. So there are reports that they initially. So I'm going to break this down in two ways because I feel like I
yeah.
can't just say it all at once. So a journalist came out.
Feels like you're trying to give us bad news. Somebody died. That's the way you are setting up. You are setting us up for like, oh, madam. Unfortunately, just tell us. Is us now? What good
Wait,
news can come out from
Arsenal.
us now?
I just feel
Tell
like
us.
in order
Tell
for me
us.
to explain this,
Tell us.
it needs
What
to
good
be
news can come out from us now?
okay. Let's
Just
talk
tell
about
us.
Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal and their striker situation. Okay, let's start
Okay.
in two parts. First part, a
Yeah.
report came out that Arsenal are
Yeah.
close to striking an agreement with Victor Gyokeres, and then a
Oh.
separate report came out that
Mhm.
actually Arsenal have agreed a 5-year contract with Gyokeres, and that has been agreed between the player and the club.
Wow,
So
that's good.
so
That's not bad.
it's like what, and then what that report is, the second report is saying is that what remains is for Arsenal and
Yeah,
Sporting to find a
to
common
get
ground
agreement
on this
on
Gyökeres
the
situation.
price.
So it seems like Gyökeres is really, all he's trying to do these days is forcing the hand of Sporting to like let me
I
go.
think I think
You know,
for Sporting, 80 million euros is a decent amount for him. They should not push it too much. 80 million. First of all, you said you're not going to take 100 million. We appreciate you for that. Obviously, 60 million I feel is too cheap. It's too cheap for him. Let's be honest. If we're to have a regulatory, if we're I don't trust anything coming out
You
of
don't know anything
Arsenal and
coming out
Arteta.
of
Yeah,
Arsenal and Arteta's
that's
camp
what I'm
right
saying.
now.
That's what I'm saying. Anything Arsenal is like, can anything good come out of Arsenal? That's the thing the mentality I'm having. But
Yeah.
anyways, we have a case of
Hmm.
60 is too small. We all agree.
Yeah.
60 is too small. If we had a
Yeah.
regulatory body that was
Yeah.
setting pricing,
60 is too small.
they
Mhm.
will probably set Gyokeres deal close to 90 million based on current market value
Yeah.
and
Based
based
on
on
his
what
output.
strikers are. So I
Yeah.
feel like meet in the middle, Arsenal is too much for them. 80 million is fine.
Yeah.
They will pay 80 million because they almost pay 70 for Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
80 million euros, right? So I
But
think 80 million euros is a good deal.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
can pay that amount of money for Kai, you should be able to bring out that money and pay even a lot more for Gyökeres.
I think Kai was like 63 million pounds or so, so
So you should,
almost
so
70
Gyökeres should be
million
going
euros
Gyökeres
for 80 at least.
should be going for higher than Kai for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
They drag transfers, lie to the media, create false headlines.
Yes,
This could also be a
yes,
false. This could also be a false
yes.
headline.
It's
These are
not
just
as if
rumors.
the whole world is against them, against signing a striker.
Yeah,
Like, brother, you've been wanting a striker for how many years now? Why the
for the
third year?
longest time. Yeah, for the longest time.
Chelsea just signed Joao Pedro. It
Hmm.
didn't take them 1 week. They signed
I
him.
saw the Joao Pedro
Done.
signing video at the
On the
beach.
beach.
You
On
know,
the
kicking the
beach.
ball. I was like, Chelsea, hey, W Chelsea media team. You guys.
No, no, Arsenal, they are
I'll
just
give you guys
even
a
this
bump for that. Nice one.
Madueke's deal now. They are rumors since last week now. They've been rumors going around about Madueke. They met
Yeah.
with this guy. So if you want to sign Madueke,
Hmm.
Madueke's agent wants to go. Have you spoken? Now, reports came out today.
Yeah.
Reports came out today that the agent and his camp have discussed. Chelsea
Hmm.
are willing to sell. You've not met Chelsea, but Chelsea are willing to sell. Obviously, these new owners is money that moves them.
Yeah.
Arsenal are willing to buy, but
Yeah.
Madueke himself will be the deciding factor. I'm like, what have you been speaking to all this while? Is it the agent that is going to play the football or the player himself?
It's crazy to me. It's
So,
crazy.
like, I don't know. This club, they just amaze me with the
Yeah.
way they move. With the way they move, I
It's just
just feel like
really.
they put too much speculation.
Hmm.
Exactly what SSB is just saying. Arsenal are trying to keep the AFTV crowd happy with the
With the
headlines.
headlines.
I
The more
think so.
they keep hoping, then
Yeah,
transfer
yeah.
deadline, they just sign whatever and then just move on.
So at the end of this whole 1 week, you will say Madueke here, Madueke there. You've
Yeah.
not even the player is still to decide.
Yeah. Hmm.
So even if you agree a deal with Chelsea, as the players, it feels like Madueke doesn't want to be second fiddle to Saka, and
Of
you're going to
course
sign
not.
AC.
Of course not. You're not even
So
promising Madueke start on that team. And
so why
Madueke
would he go
sometimes
there?
he would start in Chelsea, right?
Yeah,
There's a more of a guarantee that he will start in Chelsea than he will start at
he knows
Arsenal.
Maresca rotates.
Exactly. There's a very high chance he will start.
Arteta does not really rotate.
Arteta is more,
He,
is more
yeah,
set on his guys.
is
Did you
yes,
see Joao Pedro meeting other Chelsea players today? Yeah, I
yes,
did.
we saw
I
it.
actually watched a clip of his training. I was like, oh, let me just even see this guy. I saw him in training. I was like, okay, Chelsea, okay,
And
not bad, not
enemies
bad.
spying on us.
I wish you the
Eh, eh,
best. I wish you the best.
enemies spying on us.
I hope he cooks. I don't know if you guys is starting against Palmeiras. You guys have that game going on Friday, right? So
Friday.
I hope he
That,
cooks, but
mm,
we'll see. If he
we
starts,
see.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of Arsenal, they are very confident in getting Rodrygo. Those are the reports I'm getting. But Rodrygo has made it clear to everybody
Clear.
that wants to sign him that he's leaving after the Club World Cup. So
Okay,
I
doesn't
will
want to
see
entertain any discussion for now.
until after the Club World Cup. So we'll see what happens
Okay,
with
that's fair.
Rodrygo. But it seems like Arsenal are feeling like, yeah, we probably
Okay,
will get Rodrygo. So wait,
but
but
Kingsley,
before you say what you're going to say, I was going to ask you this.
what?
You want to sign Rodrygo. You want to sign Eberichi Eze.
Is the
You want to
question
sign
I was about to ask you now? I was
you want
about
to
asking you
sign
the same
Gyokeres.
question.
Who are you selling?
Where? Thank you. Thank you. So yes, so that's the question. And maybe we should answer it. You're signing Rodrigo for 90 million.
You want to sign
You want
Madueke.
to sign AZ. let's say for 60, we don't know the release clause.
Yeah.
Chelsea will not collect less than 50 for Madueke,
Yeah. And you
right?
want to sign
So
you've already agreed they did
you
to
want
sign Gyokeres.
you want to sign Gyokeres, you claim it's a
You also
claim.
want to sign Benjamin Sesko.
Sesko claim. So like it feels like
Their lies.
these
Their
are
lies.
these are all lies.
There are some lies.
It looks like it looks half of it is lies, right? So it's
I
more.
think the defender that they want to sign from Valencia might be true. But
Yes, because you see, they are serious. They've submitted a bid for that for the defender, right? It
yeah.
was rejected. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to sign Eze, submit bid. Which one is
Mm-hmm.
you are discussing with him over the weekend? Yeah, you've not even put bid to Crystal Palace.
Mm-hmm.
You spend one. Then Madueke, you spend one full week to discuss with the agents camp. You've not even discussed with him.
Yeah.
He's with the agents camp. Is the agent that will play the football. It's all lies.
I feel
Sesko,
like it's not true.
you've been wanting to sign Sesko for like 2 months now. Then suddenly
Remember,
with
you
the
remember
release,
they were linked with Ekiteke. Do you remember?
take-
They were linked to
then
Ekiteke.
you now came and said,
Yeah,
oh,
SSB, I agree. I agree.
yes, they are playing
Not
games.
true. They are playing games.
They now release a news that, oh, the salary is too much, so that's why we cannot sign Sesko. So
I don't know,
when you
man.
see, so Kingsley, this is the question I have. For 2 months, when you were discussing, you guys never had a conversation about salary. Hello, Dorcas. You never for one day
Mm-hmm.
asked the player or his agent how much does he want to earn? Is that not the first thing you
I
ask?
know, right? AB. Arsenal are confused. Imagine Chelsea signed two great players in
In
3 days.
3 days, they are not
Crazy
serious.
to me. It's crazy to me that Arsenal cannot focus and close a deal. A deal for an attacker. They're just like dilly dallying and dragging
They
their
can't
feet.
close a deal. They can't even sell players.
Mm.
We'll see. We'll see.
I guess we'll see. But anyways, another team is interested in Rodrygo, and that team is willing to sign Rodrygo for 100 million euros. Guess
Bayern.
what
Don't tell me
team?
it's Bayern,
It's not
please. Don't tell
Bayern.
me it's
I'll give you another guess. It's not Bayern.
Are they in England?
They're not in England.
Oh, Atletico.
It's not
Please don't tell
Atletico.
me.
It's not Atletico.
Juventus.
You're going to power PSG.
Ah,
PSG.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a
PSG.
good one. He
Mhm.
should go.
Yeah, PSG are
Wow,
interested.
100.
PSG are interested in signing Rodrigo for 100 million euros. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's too
yeah,
much.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
days. I think it was AB on this live that said, oh,
You should.
if they
AB
want
just said it right now.
uh,
Rodrigo is 90
yes,
million euros. He just said it right
90
now.
million. So 90 plus 10. You
Yeah,
add 10 million extra.
yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah. Well,
Wow.
let's see. Let's see what where he decides to go to. But I think PSG might be good for him. But I just don't know like where he'll
Who is he
play.
benching? Who is
Like
he
who are you
benching in PSG?
benching? Unless they keep playing Dembele as that sort of false nine and they put Rodrigo on the right wing, I think that
But
could work.
Rodrigo better than Bakola? I think he's better. He is
Yeah,
better than
Rodrigo
Bakola.
starts over Bakola.
Bakola. So
You
it's
think
fine. He'll
is
get
that I smell fake news.
or
I smell it
maybe
might be fake.
Real Madrid are trying to draw crowd so that they
Yeah,
can hype
they're
the
just throwing
price.
things in the media. Yeah, you guys, 100 million.
Smoke screen.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know why Madrid wants to sell Rodrigo. Um, I don't know why. Because when you look
Oh,
at all these things,
Cravastalia, Kingsley. He can't bench Cravastalia.
no, he's not benching Carvajal on that left wing. You talk
Okay.
about it's going to be
Oh,
Crava, Rodrigo, Dembele.
Cravastalia.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
I'm
okay, okay,
thinking.
okay, okay,
Rodrigo,
okay. Makes
Dembele,
sense.
and Rodrigo can actually pick and choose where they fit. But anyways, Ederson has made it abundantly clear that he's staying at Man City, and
Who
I
is that?
guess
Ederson. Who?
Ederson, yeah,
With the
Ederson,
crap, with the crap he did on 2 days ago.
where does Due play? That's true though. But Due
He'll
is
come
young,
off from
right?
the bench. He'll
Due
come off
is
from the
young.
bench.
Due is young. So,
They
or
are
how
all
old is
young.
Due? Anyway, they're all young. Yeah, French Cup is not going to bench French star boy. Do
We'll
you care
see.
about benching French star boy, or do you care about getting goals and winning?
Winning trophies.
Anyways, but you're true though. It's true what you're saying. Like that agenda, Due is
We'll see.
is a good player. So benching a star boy is
It
weird.
might be a media smoke screen also. So
Mm.
never can tell.
Anyways, there are talks that Man City might sign a new goalkeeper, and they are
They
thinking of
need it.
signing
They
Diogo
need.
Costa from
Oh
where's he from?
my God, he's
From
so
Porto.
good.
Yeah,
He's
Diogo
so good.
Costa from
That guy
75
is
million
good.
euros. They're thinking of doing
Mm.
that, but Ederson has also made it clear that he's not leaving City. So I thought Ederson was going to go to Saudi actually.
To Saudi and get the bag now. Like, what's wrong
I
with this
actually thought he was
brother?
going to leave and go to Saudi. So I'm really confused that Ederson wants to stay. So it's interesting.
Once
Yeah,
he still wants to win trophies.
I hope so. I think that's
They
what's
have
happening.
money.
PSG just won the Champions League.
Yeah, they
Did they
have
have
money.
money? They just do they just want to take over. I guess they want to try to dominate as much as they can, but we'll see. Anyways, there are talks that Sunderland want to sign Petrovic. Did you know?
I saw it. I saw it
For
today.
25
Few
million euros.
few hours ago, and I was just like, Petrovic, you can do better. It's sad.
Than Sunderland. Where should Petrovic
Sad.
go? If either Sunderland
Come,
comes for him or
wait,
or he leaves the Premier League.
see the people that are coming for him. Then you determine if Sunderland is. But Sunderland are the one pushing. Strasbourg wants to
Strasbourg, yeah.
sign him,
Mm-hmm.
right? Bournemouth are interested. You know they've lost Kepa. Feels like they want every Chelsea goalkeeper now.
Mm-hmm.
Bournemouth is interested and Sunderland is interested. And
Mm-hmm.
there's also rumors that an unknown club in Europe has asked about him in Spain.
Mm.
When they say all this unknown,
Unknown
I don't
club.
usually trust the news unknown.
But maybe Petrovic could go to Bournemouth, you know.
Bournemouth is better than Sunderland
But
might go down.
Sunderland, yeah, the way
There's
the,
an
the way
80
the league is going,
there's an
everybody that
80% chance
comes
that
up
they'll
is
be
going down.
relegated. It's going down. Hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should go to Bournemouth. I think maybe you should go to Bournemouth. But anyways, I'm wrapping up Premier League transfers. Chelsea are actively looking for buyers to take Raheem Sterling and Madueke off their hands. So those two players are up for sale. You guys are planning to sell Madueke and Raheem Sterling. So,
Kingsley. Kingsley. There's something you should realize with these Chelsea owners.
mhm.
Everybody is up for sale at
Including
the right
Caicedo.
price. I said if you bring 200 million, they will sell. Are you these Chelsea owners? Are you telling me if they bring they already have replacement? You are not
Is
getting it.
there, I forgot Sterling was
If
still on the squad.
Sterling is still there, my brother. He's still there with the junior team.
And you pull up Chelsea roster. And
Please
you
don't
get
do this, please. You
pull up
guys
roster.
don't do this. You guys should not do this. Why?
Oh my days,
Why
Chelsea,
on this life?
man. Chelsea, Chelsea,
Okay,
Chelsea.
we see our 40 something players. Oh. Don't
How many
forget.
players do you guys have?
We have a lot, Kingsley. A lot. A lot.
Man,
We
it's
have a
just
lot of
crazy.
players.
And Chilwell still with you guys? Or you guys have
Chilwell,
moved to?
Chilwell is still there. He's still there.
Yeah,
Chilwell is still on the squad. We have 7 goalkeepers. Don't
okay.
forget that
Let me.
7, but still we've not sorted out our goalkeeping situation. Now, another question I had with this Chelsea board, I don't understand them.
Yeah.
If you are willing to sell Petrovic for 25 to 30 million,
Mm-hmm.
apparently there was an agreement that Chelsea would take 30 million, will allow Petrovic go for 30 million euros.
For
That's the
30
agreement
million.
they had with the player,
Okay.
right? This season, like, okay, if someone brings 30 million euros, we would allow you go. Do you get? But now, Chelsea were fighting with AC Milan over 3 million. The difference between their cost and AC Milan's cost, 3 million euros, was a problem. Chelsea is not willing to pay 25 million for Mike Mignon.
Mm-hmm.
Highest they want to pay is 22 million. So I was just like, this Chelsea board, do they really want to sign a new goalkeeper? They just love Sanchez. Feels like they like Sanchez. I don't know.
Ah, man. Right
Because
now,
they
you
signed
guys.
Joao Pedro,
But you guys
right?
have
60
you guys
million,
have 5 keepers. You guys have Sanchez,
5
Yogi.
or 7.
Yeah. With what
It's
I can see
7
from
we have.
your squad, the squad I'm
It's
looking at right
7.
now.
Okay,
Okay.
5. If you say 5.
Sanchez,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Jorgensen,
Mm-hmm.
Petrovic,
Mm-hmm.
Penders,
Mm-hmm.
Slonina. Who's
Oh, we
Slonina?
sold one. We
Gaga
bought that one from the
Slonina.
US for 20 million. He played in the MLS, and we these
We're going,
Chelsea
we're going,
owners
we're
are
going
not
through your
serious.
squad. We're going through your squad. Defenders, Wiley.
Let's see the squad on the screen now.
Oh, it's on my. I'm looking at another device. But I was calling them out.
Okay, okay.
Wiley,
Yeah.
Diati,
No,
Cucurella,
that's fine. Yeah.
Tosin,
Mm.
Badiashe, Cowell, Chilwell, Sa, Chaluba, James, Gusto,
Sir.
Fofana,
Who is Sir? Wait, is it Malang Sir?
Mamadou Sa. Who is that? Who is Mamadou Sa?
Yeah. I
I don't
have
even
no
think you guys
idea.
have played this guy.
I have no idea. I had no idea we bought a Sir.
I don't even think you guys have played this guy. God.
I have
Okay.
no idea.
Sa, okay, Sa is there. Chaluba, you have Achiampong, Josh
Mm.
Achiampong, and Anselmino. And Anselmino. You know who is that guy? Who
We
is that?
we, we bought him
Aaron
from
Anselmino
the Brazilian league
is the kid from
on
Strasbourg.
January.
Who is the kid from Strasbourg? Sa or Anselmino?
No, no, Santos is a kid from Santos. He's from Strasbourg.
Who is the kid from Strasbourg?
Oh, Sir, he's talking about Sir. I remember him.
Is it
Yes,
okay? It's from
Sir. We
Strasbourg.
bought
Okay.
him from Strasbourg. Yes, I
Okay.
remember. Sorry about
Your
that. Yeah, I remember
midfielders,
him.
you guys have Mudrik.
Yeah, yeah.
You
He
already, oh, you
played.
already
Yes,
played
yes,
Club
yes.
World Cup. Okay,
Yeah,
good, good,
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
You guys have Mudrik.
Sir,
You guys have Enzo Fernandez. You guys have Cole Palmer, Esugo, Ugochukwu, Santos, Chukwuemeka, Drewsbury Hall, Caicedo,
God
Kellyman,
damn,
Lavia,
that's too much
and you have
players.
Amogu, Matis Amogu.
Mm. I don't think Amogu is not here yet. Is it Estugo or Amogu?
There's Esugo, and then there's Amogu, Matis
It's,
Amogu. And then your forwards, you have Raheem Sterling, Pedro
I'm sure
Neto,
we have like 25
Eliam
forwards.
Delap, Noni Madueke,
Oh,
Joao Felix, Nicholas Jackson, Christopher Nkunku, Broja. Broja, is he still with you or no?
you see with us. God damn, man.
You still have Broja,
Roger is still there.
Broja, Tyreek George, and Mark Gui. That's
Oh my
actually
God.
interesting, man. That's actually
Yeah.
interesting. You guys,
Oh, Amogu. I remember Amogu. He
your
played in
squad, your
he
squad
played
is.
in
You guys have a bloated
Conference League.
squad.
It's too big. His
You
squad
guys
is
have
too
a
big.
bloated squad.
It's too big.
So,
Squad is too
man.
big.
So what are you guys going to do now with all these players?
I think I think
I see why you guys want to sell. It makes sense to sell some people. It makes sense. You sell right,
Chelsea said
sell
they
Madueke.
want to sell at least 10 players this summer.
Yeah, I think you
10.
should
It's
sell. I
10.
think you
It's
sell,
10 they want to
repopulate,
sell minimum.
get some money
Yeah.
back. You know,
Yeah. And they want to sell 10. Anyway, they are still adding more. But news came out today also that Atletico Madrid is interested in one of our players. Guess the player.
Atletico Madrid. Is he a forward midfielder defender?
He plays is a forward.
Forward or midfielder? It's more or attacking midfielder.
Is a forward. That's all you are getting from me. Is a
So
forward.
okay, is a forward. Let me see. Forward player. Nicholas Jackson.
Jackson.
I knew
No,
it.
not Madrid.
Is it
No, but Madrid
Jackson?
too.
I'm sure it's Jackson.
They have interest in Madrid too.
Okay, you have
They
interest in
have in,
Madueke. Okay, okay, okay,
they
okay.
have interest, but they see Madrid as a how do I say an opportunity.
Oh,
But they
there's a
have
chance to
interest
get
in
him.
Jackson. Yeah, so
I knew it
they
was
are
going to be
looking.
Jackson.
Yeah, so they are looking at two of them.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what do they want to do with Nicholas Jackson? Like, I'm still trying to figure it out. Is it a different Jackson they see, or is it the same one we
Maybe he might
seen
do
for
well
two
if he
years?
goes to Atletico. Maybe he might do well if he goes to Atletico. Who knows? But
Spanish league, right?
maybe.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know. It depends. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe he might cook. But I don't expect anything from Nicholas Jackson, to be honest with you. I don't expect anything from him. But anyways,
yeah.
Bayern are interested in triggering Nico Williams' release clause. There are talks that they've also upped their salary to 12 million euros. This boy is about to be earning
What?
a lot of money. 12
Damn. That
million
means
euros a year.
Vincent Company really wants it. They should go to Bayern.
You think
Forget
so?
about this. Yes, forget
This
about
Barcelona thing might
Barcelona.
never happen, but
Yeah.
12 million, 12
Bayern
million
are
euros,
serious.
12 million euros in a
12
week.
million is a lot of money. Oh.
That's like almost 200,000 a week.
You think so?
Yeah, that's about 200 and something a week. Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
that's about 200 and something a week. 230K. He's about to be receiving
Wow,
230K weekly from that 12
that's
million
not
euros.
bad.
Or you guys
Uh,
fact check me. I don't know. 12 million euros.
Nico's salary. Let's
Yes,
check his
about
current
200,
salary.
230K. Yeah, I was right. 230K a
Wow,
week.
wow. His weekly salary currently is 170.
So 230 is not bad. How much is Nico expecting to
60K,
receive? How much is he expecting to receive? 300K?
300 if he stays back.
Come on. Come on.
He should just stay at Atletico Bilbao. He should just
Mm,
stay back and play his football, right? Let's not
yeah.
deceive ourselves.
But Atletico Madrid, they are also interested in Romero. I don't know if I said this on the live. Christian Romero from
Yes, they
Tottenham.
are.
But
They are
Tottenham
actively working on
They
it.
are, yeah, they are currently on that 70
They,
million euros. And
70.
yeah, for him, 70 million euros. And they're saying that they're not going to budge. You have to pay the 70 million euros.
He's not going to budge. You know their owner, the person
He
that
wants
runs
he
their
wants
club.
70 million euros.
Daniel Levy is a stubborn. And the thing is that if they piss him off, he will not say he's not selling. What
Mm,
he will do is he'll say he's not selling. Then he will sell to somebody else that is their rival.
mhm.
Guys, Daniel Levy is something else.
What do you guys think about Gonzalo Garcia? You know Gonzalo Garcia at Real Madrid, the
Yes,
guy playing in
at
the Club
Real
World Cup as
Madrid.
a
Yeah.
striker. What do you think
Is someone
about him?
interested in him?
What do you think about him going on loan?
Who will take him on loan?
Real Betis. They are interested in a
Oh,
loan deal.
that's really good.
He will
That's
get
a good
minutes, he will start, he will play,
Yes,
he
I
will
think it's
develop,
good for him. I
he
think
will,
it's good for him.
yeah. Because if he stays at Real
Although,
Madrid,
and they
Mbappe
don't want
might not
Bobby.
start.
They don't want Bobby.
Guy, this Bobby,
They, sh-
man.
they should take Bobby now.
This
Because Bobby
Bobby, I
now,
don't know, man.
Bobby is becoming rounded these days. He's adding weight,
Bobby at
becoming
this
rounded.
point, I don't know for him. Man, Bobby. People called
Hmm.
him the young Pele. People said he's like
Eh,
Pele.
The way we throw names around, it makes me sad.
Man,
It's like it's
they
like
say it's
it's
like
like we
Pele.
forgot we it's like we forgot what Pele did. We were not there when Pele played, right? But
Mhm.
we should not disrespect Pele's name. Come on, please don't do
But
this.
this Hendrick thing, do you think Hendrick would grow and become
Grow to way, grow to way.
like grow in his skill level and become a serious striker? Because a lot of teams are seeing, I mean, Real Madrid at least they saw the potential in him for them to sign
Kingsley,
him, right?
I'll ask you this question. Just
Mm,
answer me, and then everybody on the chat can answer.
yeah,
How old is Bobby? That's the first question. Bobby's
he's
18.
18. Yeah.
Good. Now, what I've not seen since he went to Real Madrid, I've not seen any sign of the improvement from Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
If he was meant to grow and develop, compare him with his mates. See what Yami Yamal is doing, right? There's another.
But Lamine Yamal is he's
Wait,
like an outlier, right?
you see what the guy in Palmeiras is doing,
Estavo.
Estavo.
Mm,
Yeah, Estavo, they are age mates, right?
yeah.
Estavo is improving. The way Estavo was playing last year is different from the way Estavo is playing this year. He's improved.
Mm-hmm.
We've not seen any. The best thing for Bobby now is to go back to Brazil on loan, become more physical, stay in the Brazilian league for like 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
let that Brazilian football really enter his body. Then we can start talking of he's going to be something. You
But
see the way the
this might just be a case
Brazilian
of
league is.
it might just be a case of him coming and Ancelotti not playing him, not starting him, and that might have affected him and his
His
development, right?
confidence.
Yeah, I think maybe he should go on
Yeah,
loan.
but no, but Ancelotti, there's one thing you should know about Ancelotti. If Ancelotti is one of the coaches that has patience, he has patience. He's an elderly coach.
Mm-hmm.
He sees Ancelotti was a good player before he
Mm-hmm.
became a coach, so he understands
Mm-hmm.
how a young player is, and he will pull him to his side. Okay, this is what you should do, X, Y, Z. But
Mm-hmm.
if he doesn't see you are not catching up, you are playing at the highest level,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you are not catching up, he will just put you aside.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not. That's why Alonso feels like he doesn't even care. If you're not
Yeah.
good enough, if smelling you're not good enough, he doesn't
He
want
just
you.
puts you to the side, yeah.
He's not even He's not even used. Kamavinga, did you see Kamavinga start any game? Or maybe I missed the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did
That's
he
fair.
even come from the bench? Maybe did he come? Has he come from the bench in this Club World Cup, or maybe is
I
he
don't. I
injured?
thought. I thought he was injured. Actually, I thought maybe that was
Okay,
why they
maybe
didn't play
maybe
him.
maybe he's injured.
Yeah,
We
but
assume he's injured. We assume
yeah,
Kamavinga is
but it's
injured.
true though. It's true.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I think Bobby should just, for now, hi Michael. I think for now, Bobby should just go back to
mm-hmm.
Brazil. Yes, go back to Brazil, join any of these teams, even Fluminense, Palmeiras,
I don't.
Flamengo,
I don't
any
get. I think he's
on
injured. I
loan.
think Hendrick is injured, right?
He's injured.
I think he's
But
injured.
to me, Hendricks, he's been going on injury more frequent.
You think it's because of the weight of
The weight,
fitness?
his fitness is not good.
Is this going to look like a hazard situation?
This is where he's tending to. And the thing that is explaining me that this boy is just 18. He should go back to Brazil. That from if I was to advise him,
Mm-hmm.
go back to Brazil on loan, spend 1 or 2 years and be ripe before you come back.
Mm.
Right?
It's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
he's
It's
not
crazy.
ready. That's what I'm saying. He's not ready. It's best for him to go back home. He might be feeling homesick. When last did he visit his parents?
Guy, are we the are we the guardians of Hendrick?
Yeah, if when you go to
Not
boarding
you,
house, for
not you
those
asking
of
me
us,
when last did you see his parents?
those of us that went to boarding house, right? Yeah, but after some time you're feeling homesick. You should go back home.
He's an
In
adult.
fact,
He's 18.
you-
He's an adult.
when did Real Madrid? How old was he when Real Madrid bought him?
Hendrick looks out of place. He's not ready.
How
Yeah.
o- how old was Hendrick?
Do you think he came too soon? Maybe I
He
think it was
came
like
too
17
soon.
going to 18, right? It
Yeah,
was
let me
17 going to
see.
18. Were there no
Let's see.
rumors that came out that Hendrick got married or something like that? Like he married
Eh?
his girlfriend or it was quite
Oh
serious.
my
I don't know.
God.
Like I don't know what is how he
Oh.
has settled at Real
Yeah,
Madrid, but
he's
then
married. I can see how old is Hendrick's wife. I can
he's
see it
married.
online
Yeah,
already.
I remember him getting married, but
His wife is
it's
23
but
years.
you have to consider that Hendrick is a family man.
He's
You
he's Hendrick is crazy. Sorry to say, sorry to use that language on this line. But his wife is 23, he is 18. When did they marry? Maybe this is what is even affecting him.
that is
He's
a
using
family
all
man.
the energy. He's using all the energy you use on the field, the waste at home. Hey, Jehovah. SSB, they say he's
Oh my
23
god.
years old. Oh, he married at 17.
Yeah, Hendrick married a
Hey!
girl 6 years older than him. I'm not laughing
Oh.
at it. I'm just laughing at your reaction. I'm actually not laughing at Hendrick. So
No, no,
it's
no, no.
funny
But
now.
it's serious. It's
Hendrick
serious.
married
And
at
we
7.
know
Yeah,
the
he got married. He got married. I remember.
we know the problem.
So you think his home life and his outside life is affecting his football life?
The babe has tied him down now. He
But
can't
there are a lot of.
focus.
I don't think it's true. There are a lot of footballers that
Kingsley,
are married. That should not stop
I
you. Salah is
know,
married. A lot of
but
them. Van Dijk is married.
I
That should
know.
not stop you from developing yourself. Are you
Eh,
blaming Hendrick for being
see,
a good family man?
so now the problem with
Yo,
Kingsley,
you guys
let's
are
be real.
whining in this chat.
No, we're not whining. It's not whining. We're getting. It's a serious matter. This is
Okay,
somebody's career we're discussing, right?
fair.
Hendrick now has used all his waste at home. What is meant to use on the field to run fast. That's what I'm saying. He's gaining weight, eating good food. Do you get
Yeah,
what I'm
maybe
saying?
nutrition is a problem. Maybe that nutrition
Yes,
is
she's feeding him well. When he comes back, we don't know what he eats. Do you get? Now, I was even thinking he's homesick. He can't be homesick if
because
the
he's
wife is
married, right?
around,
He's married,
right?
right? So
So for now, I think he should just go back home.
to Brazil.
Spend 1 year on loan in Brazil.
Mm.
If it's even to Sterling, oh God, let me not wish him bad. I wanted to say Sterling married at his age, but Sterling didn't marry that early. He just had like
Oh,
three
but
kids at
I
that
don't think,
age.
honestly speaking, I don't think he's married. The fact that he's married has anything to do with this. Do you know why? Do you know why?
Why?
Look at Phil Foden. Phil Foden has so many kids.
How
Do you know
many?
how? You don't know Foden has a lot of kids? Foden has like, I'm sure he has like over 3 kids or so. He has like 4 or 5
How
kids.
how old is Foden?
Foden is
That's
like
why
20, 23, 24. I know Foden is
let's
not
see
up to 25.
let's see Foden age. we're discussing it since Foden age. Foden is 25 now. Is this
Okay. Okay,
is a matured
Foden
fellow?
is 25. Okay, but he
Yeah,
has
a matured
kids.
fellow.
He has
Let me see
a
how
whole big
many
family and
kids.
stuff.
That's okay. He has 3 kids.
Okay, three
Fine.
kids.
That's fine.
Okay, I thought he had more kids than that. Actually,
He
yeah.
say they have 2 other kids.
So,
Wow, that's he had the first child when he was, oh my days. That's
mhm.
really young.
So it
Almost
doesn't. It does. It should not
six
affect.
years.
What I'm
He
just trying
had
to
his
say
he
is.
had he had his first kid when he was 19.
Mhm.
Foden had his first kid when he was 19.
Mhm.
Right? So Hendrick now should just hold on kids. I think focus on your career first. Because when kids come, it's worse.
I think when he comes back from injury,
Yeah.
Foden, Foden has like 3 or 4 kids. He's not even 24,
It's
I think. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
three,
he's
it's three.
3 kids, right? And
Three.
he's like 20
Yeah,
what?
24.
He's 24.
24.
You
Yeah.
see, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really think it should
Okay, see,
affect you.
wait. I will ask you this question.
Yeah,
Can you compare Foden now has 3 kids? Last season, we didn't see Foden much. Did we see Foden?
no.
What do you think the reason was?
What was the reason? His family life.
He's family man. Like it's not easy. First of all, he thinks of daycare, kids cry when he comes home, running daddy, dad. It's not easy. As a family man, I'm telling you, it affects you. It's not like it affects you. It's not easy. That
No,
responsibility is much. Do you get
fair.
what I'm saying? So
But
Foden's
the season before last season, Foden was
eh,
balling. So
but how
it
many
doesn't.
kids did he have then?
I think it's not. I
It,
think it doesn't. It doesn't factor.
anyway, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It
I
doesn't
think
matter actually.
Hendrick needs to go on loan. He needs more minutes for him to actually grow.
The
And if he
major thing
doesn't
with
get
Hendrick
minutes,
is his fitness, and he needs to be
mhm,
serious with the football.
yeah, I
If
think that's
not,
the most important.
Real Madrid will just dump him, and that's the end of the career.
Yeah,
That's all,
they will
right?
literally just
So
move on. But yeah,
yeah,
Dumfries, you know Dumfries from Inter Milan.
what happened
Yeah,
to
so
him again?
his release clause is 25 million
Mm.
euros, and
Oh, that's
there are reports that Barcelona might be interested, but they've not made any formal approach yet. They've not made any formal approach.
I
Barcelona, they
think
just, I don't know, man. They're just,
Kingsley.
I really don't understand them actually.
Kingsley. Barcelona, they're like a team that they go to I'm just using this illustration, like a man that goes to a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's seen all the food. Before he left his car,
Mm-hmm.
he noticed that he forgot his wallet. Then he
Mm-hmm.
enters the restaurant, then start looking at all the food, checking the prices, asking the server, "Oh, how much is this? How much is this? How much?" Then you're just standing there, you're asking about, you're not with your wallet. How do you want to pay? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't have any. They don't have any money.
Oh
So
God,
good luck
Barcelona,
to them. But that's it on transfers. Let's get into the Club World Cup. I mean, Dortmund Monterrey. We expected Dortmund to win.
straightforward.
I didn't watch the game because I expected Dortmund to win. I'm like, this is going to be a waste of my time.
I started the
I
game
didn't
and
think.
immediately they started scoring. I just went to bed.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, these
There was
guys are
no point.
probably going to
Yeah.
win. So, but yeah, we have our quarter finalists: Chelsea, Palmeiras, PSG, Bayern, Fluminense, Al Hilal, and Dortmund, Real Madrid. What are your predictions? You guys give predictions. Give predictions. Who do you think is winning? Which teams are moving into the semifinals? What do you think, Andy? Which teams are moving to the semifinals?
Where are we starting from?
Let's start
Which team
from.
are we starting?
We'll come to your club last. Let's start from Real
Last team.
Madrid. Real Madrid, Dortmund.
Real Madrid should go through.
Real Madrid should go through. Okay.
They should. They should. They
Um,
should.
Bayern,
Who who
PSG.
who do they meet in the who do they meet? Oh, they meet the winners in Bayern and PSG.
Yeah.
Oh, that's their bus stop. That's the last bus stop. Anyways,
Okay.
Bayern PSG, I can't really predict.
Hmm.
It's a game that
It's
is
a
hard
bit
to.
tough.
It's a game that is hard to predict. I don't know if I can predict that game,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, right?
Yeah.
I'm having a
Mm-hmm.
sneaky feeling that Bayern might win. I don't know why I'm having that feeling.
Yeah, I see what you're
I
saying.
don't know. I don't know, but I'm having the feeling that
I'm having a feeling that
Bayern.
PSG they are just exhausted. They might get
The only
exhausted.
the only problem I have with Bayern
Mm.
currently is just Sane.
Leroy Sané.
Yes, he misses too many chances. I don't know if he's still around. Is he
Mm.
staying till the end of the Club World Cup or is he
Before he
going now?
goes to Galatasaray, I think
Yes.
maybe.
Okay. That's the only issue
Mm.
I have because he's still missing one-on-ones
Mm-hmm.
at
What
his
of
age.
Al Hilal
Hmm.
and Fluminense?
I think Halilal go through.
Al Hilal, okay. Al Hilal
Yeah,
go through.
Halilal to go through.
Chelsea Palmeiras.
My brother, I can't predict that game. It's my
You're not
team.
even going to put your team forward and say you win.
I can give you 1,000 excuses why my team would not win. And I can give you 1,000 reasons why my team would win
Mm-hmm.
or should win.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I don't know who is going to win that game, to be honest. I don't
Yeah.
know.
My predictions, PSG Bayern. I would go since you went Bayern, I'll go PSG. We'll see who
PSG,
will win.
okay.
Dortmund, Real Madrid, Real Madrid. Al Hilal,
Mhm.
Fluminense. I'm still on the fact that Al Hilal, they are just a very tough side, and I actually think
They will
what
go
we want
through
to remove them would be penalties. Like
penalties.
if
They
it
will
gets to
go through.
penalties and then they,
Yeah.
they they fumble or something, maybe that's how you kick them out. But I
Yeah.
think they go through. Chelsea Palmeiras. I actually think Chelsea will go through.
You think so?
I actually think so. I think Al
Oh,
Hilal will remove Chelsea in the semi-final because Al Hilal all the way to the final.
wow. That's crazy for a Saudi club
I
to
think
reach the
so.
final.
Yep, I think so.
Wow. That's a huge statement.
If they beat, I don't even see Fluminense as a top side, but if they beat Fluminense, I don't
Mm.
think either of Palmeiras or Chelsea have what it takes to stop them. That's just how I feel. I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
hey, that's just
I,
how I
I,
feel.
I actually feel this is the way I feel. I feel like if Chelsea makes it through
Mm-hmm.
Palmeiras and they meet Al Hilal, they
Mm-hmm.
go to the finals. If they meet Fluminense,
Mm-hmm.
they are out. That's the way I feel.
That's how you feel. Okay.
Fluminense, I feel like
Mm.
Fluminense feels like they're a club that can remove Chelsea. I don't know how why I have that feeling. We're just scared of Brazilian clubs now after we're violated by Flamengo. Violated seriously.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, those are the Club World Cup conversations. We have the Club World Cup quarterfinals on Friday, so there's no Club World Cup until Friday. You guys, what are your final thoughts?
Um, how do I say this now? I think we spoke about Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I don't I'm kind of I don't know what they are doing. I don't know what their plan is. We're looking
Mm-hmm.
from the inside out, but in a month's time, the league
Mm-hmm.
would start.
Yeah, can't wait, man.
The league will start in a month's time,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be back to the same discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal to win the title, Arsenal to win the title.
Mm-hmm.
We're in season. Me, I'm currently in season 4 of this Netflix movie. Arsenal winning the title. You just joined last year. Yeah, in what season are you now? Season 2. Welcome. For
We'll
those
see.
of us
We'll
that
see
for
soon.
those of us that watch this story,
Mm-hmm.
we're in season 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope they get it right. I just hope.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, Hendrik, we spoke extensively about
Mm-hmm.
Hendrik. I feel like Hendrik should go back home.
Mm-hmm.
His development has stalled. He needs a manager there's still some elements of his game. He's still very raw. There's still some elements of his game that needs to improve. That
Mm-hmm.
is not there, right? I think he should go back home. At home in Brazil, that have a footballing culture, that know the game, they'll be able to teach him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about dribbling, and he's an intelligent player. He's brilliant. We've seen some of the things he can do. That's why they compared him to Pele.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these days they compare players to any. They compare Hendrick to I say Hendrick, Estavo to Neymar. I'm like, do you know who Neymar is?
I mean, everybody wants a
And
replica of a goat, right? Everybody
yeah,
wants a
and it-
replica.
and it puts pressure on these players. Whether you like it or not, it puts pressure on them. And I feel like Real Madrid should have kept him. Chelsea bought Estavo 2 years ago
Mm-hmm.
or 1.5 years ago, and they left him in Palmeiras. They left him for a reason, to get experience and to develop properly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a better player now than he was then. He's even playing in the Club World Cup. That's good experience for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he was on our team, he's not going to start.
Yeah.
You right? So Hendrick's development has stalled. We are not sure if Alonso is going to use him because he's currently on injury, right? He should go back home or look for a club to go on loan on, to go
Mhm.
for a loan, right? We'll see about what happens in the Club World Cup. Currently, my club, I don't really trust what they're up to. I don't really trust them generally. Chelsea, I just wear the jersey now. I was violated by Flamingo, so I'm still scared. I still
No,
think about it.
you guys will do
When I
well. You do well
when
against
when I
Palmeiras.
when I think of any Brazilian team, I just see Flamingo, them scoring all those goals, and my coach making those mistakes and try. So, so that's it. I can't really
I
predict
don't know
any
if it
game.
was AB or SSB that
Right.
said this, but I remember them saying if you stop Estavo, you pretty much stop Palmeiras. So I
Yeah,
think that should be the goal, right? And
might be easier.
Estavo will come off Cucurella's side, right? So he's not right
Ah,
wing.
Kurela is always in front. That's the problem.
So
He's
we'll
always
see.
striking.
If
He's
there's a
always
way, if
striking.
there's a way for you guys to stop Estavo, then you guys might have a chance. But I feel like that's
So
a
how
game where
how
you guys need to come in, score, come in with energy,
how
score, and put it
how how do
to
you
bed.
how do you stop Estavo when you don't have your engine in the midfield, Caicedo? How?
That's why he's your coach is
Is
paid, the
it
amount of
is it
money
the-
is paid.
is it the
It's not
legs
for
of
me.
Enzo?
It's not for me to
I-
figure out. It's for my Maresca to
Is
figure that out.
is it the legs of Enzo he's going to use? I doubt.
We'll
All
see.
right, so
Yeah, but big shout out to you guys, SSB, AB, and everybody that commented. I appreciate you guys as always. Remember, we go live every single day, 6 p.m.
Michael,
PST.
real gem.
If you've
Yeah.
not subscribed, please do so. We're on our way to 3,000 subscribers. You guys, let's get there together. And guys, don't forget Friday Club World Cup, Chelsea Palmeiras will play. We'll find
Enemies.
out.
Enemies. Enemies that
We'll
always
find
wanted to
out.
pop
We'll find
champagne.
out really if
It
these
is
guys
well
will
with
skip
you.
through to the semifinals. But anyways,
Oh my
it's going
God,
to
AB
be,
do this. You see what AB just said? Oh my
it's going
God,
to
AB,
be
please no.
James and Lavia in
Please
midfield.
no. Please no. We're losing that game. You just spoiled my day.
Chelsea's quality is
Saying
better than these teams on the side, but do they have the mentality?
this.
That's the question. Do you guys have the
That's
mentality?
it.
Exactly.
We don't.
But
We
anyway,
don't.
big up to you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. CST. We'll see you guys.
Yeah.